Hey, welcome back to TopCashFlowInvestor.com. My name is Josh Cantwell, and thanks for watching this video. I wanted to spend some time with you today talking about one of my biggest concerns for today's real estate investors. After looking at all the comments on the blogs that I have and getting personal emails from investors around the country, what I'm seeing right now is more and more investors asking me this one simple question, which is, Josh, how do I make money very quickly with real estate? I have a few high-level friends of mine, clients of mine, and the real estate business has changed, and their business is struggling. And they've said to me, Josh, what do I need to do to make money fast? I've had new investors email me or make comments on the blog, Josh, I just want to get off the ground and do my first deal or my first couple of deals. How do I make money fast? Or I got another comments, personal email from a coaching student who says, look, we have a huge pipeline of short sale deals, and they're coming through and we're closing those. We're closing 2, 3, 4 of those a month, but I have a new sales manager and I want to ramp him up as fast as possible. I want him to feel and taste success. How can I set the business up or drive in new leads to have him feel success and make money fast? So it's the same question, it's the same concern repeated again and again and again. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to focus on through some training videos and some free cool stuff. I'm going to give to you quick start guides, ads, strategies, ideas on ways for you to make money quickly. So this is the first video. So welcome to this training. This training is called Instant Cash Infusion. All right, Instant Cash Infusion. So, if you're interested in learning some new strategies, as well as learning some not so new strategies that you might have forgotten about, with my spin on them and with Jeff Watson, America's top short sale lawyer, his spin on these strategies and the way we're making money right now and the way we're advising our clients and coaching students to make money now, I think you'll be very interested in this Instant Cash Infusion training over the next couple of weeks. Consider this my Christmas gift to you in advance, if you will. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's talk about where we're getting our leads from right now, because the lead that you're getting is going to significantly impact how you make money. Okay? The lead that you get is going to determine how you're going to make money. So there's really 3 different kinds of leads right now that I'm getting in my business. Number 1 is, of course, short sale leads. Okay? And if you've never done a short sale or you don't know what a short sale is, this is a house that's over leveraged and in foreclosure or default. Okay? And a short sale happens when you buy a house for less than what's owed on the mortgage. So we get tons of short sale leads into our business. We get referrals from realtors. We do direct mail, signs. We have bird dogs out there looking for deals for us, which is specifically what I'm going to teach you about. But we get lots of short sale leads. My business, as well as the partnership deals I've done with other people all over the country, we've done 500 plus short sales. I've helped over 500 homeowners out of foreclosure. And the majority of the time, we've made money buying and flipping those properties. 500 times. The other way that we're getting leads into our business right now is through houses that have no equity, but they're also not in default. And to be honest with you, I get more of those leads than anything else that I've ever gotten in my business. And for years, I was throwing those leads away. Well, we're not doing that anymore, and I'm going to teach you some instant cash infusion strategies on how to make money on these no equity, not in default leads. Okay, this is a big one. The third category are deals with equity, and these fall into, let's call it category A and B. Now, houses with equity. So, houses with equity are going to fall into two categories. Either REO, meaning they're owned by the bank. They probably need a ton of work. They've been neglected. They've gone through the foreclosure process. These houses right here, just the REO market, currently is 25% of all the properties for sale right now across the country. 25% of them are REOs. Certainly there's houses with equity that need repairs, okay, that people are willing to sell at a discount, okay. My business right now, this makes up about 5% of my business, okay, so not a huge portion of my business, but big enough to talk about. Big enough to talk about. Okay, so we do, we do a half a dozen or a dozen of these kinds of deals a year, and we've been doing those for well over 6 years now. So there's ways to instantly infuse our business with cash with these FSBO type leads. These are houses with equity where the home might be worth $100,000 after repaired value. The current price is $40,000 as is, and it needs $20,000 in repairs. Okay, so there's $40,000 in profit. Okay, but the way that we're going to handle the REO versus the FSBO is totally different. I'm going to teach you some instant cash infusion strategies on this video, as well as the other videos that are in this first part of this training. But we handle these totally differently, okay? So let's talk a little bit more about the percentage of the leads that we're getting. Well, short sale leads right now make up 25% of all the properties that are currently on the market across the country. 25%. That doesn't even take into account all of the other properties that are out there that are not listed in the MLS. Okay, that are in, that are foreclosures, that are short sales, that are in default, but they're not listed on the MLS. It currently makes up 25% of the MLS inventory. Okay, this last category, this no equity, no default category, the NEND category, no equity, no default, NEND category, is a little bit more challenging. And for years, I was getting leads like this into my business. Homeowners had either one payment or sometimes two payments, sometimes even 3, 4, 5 different houses that they were trying to maintain the payments on. Were trying to be landlords, trying to create wealth with real estate. They messed it all up. And they called me up and said, Josh, I got to sell my house. I saw your ad, or I heard your name on the radio or TV, or I got, I saw a piece of direct mail. I got a referral to you. No equity, no default. House is worth $170, but I owe $166. Okay, worth $170, owe $166. Can you help me? For years I said, no way, I can't help you. I can't help you. As properties went down in value, I was just waiting for these people to go into foreclosure. Then I would do a short sale. Well, today the market has bottomed out in about half, about half of the major metropolitan markets across the U.S. I feel it's bottomed out. Now, the other half of the major metropolitan areas, they're still going down. Florida, California, Arizona, Nevada, still going down, which is great if you're going to be buying homes in those areas over the next couple of years, but if you currently own a home in those areas, your property value is still going to go down. I can virtually guarantee it. But in my area, Northeast Ohio, I'm starting to see a lot of leads come into my business. Well, I've always seen a lot of these kind of leads, but now I'm comfortable over the last 6 months or so, I'm comfortable looking at these types of leads again because the values just aren't going to go down anymore in my area. So how have I made money with those deals? Well, before I get into how much money we make, let's talk about what percentage. For me, my guesstimate is about 10 to 13% of all the properties on the MLS in my area. 10 to 13% are the no equity, no default, the NEND category. Okay? So, the training, the instant cash infusion training that I'm going to be delivering to you over the next couple of weeks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make money from short sale leads, how to make money from no equity, no default leads, and how to make money from these equity deals. Now, what I'm not going to be teaching you, I'm not going to teach you over the next couple of weeks how to build a massive real estate business. I'm not going to teach you how to hire a team of 5 people. I'm not going to teach you 30 different marketing techniques. I'm not going to teach you how to use internet marketing, or I'm not going to teach you how to do rehabs. I'm not going to teach you even how to do short sales. What I am going to teach you is how to make money in the next 16 to 60 days with all these kinds of leads. Now, if you add them up, 25% plus 10% plus 25% plus 5%, this ends up being 65% or more, 65% plus of all the leads that you could ever get into your real estate business. Now, you probably ask yourself, well, what makes up the other 35%? Well, to me, the other 35% of the leads that are out there are people who actually have equity or their homes are paid off and they have no motivation to sell. They just want full retail pricing, and they have enough equity that they can sit and wait until their face turns blue and wait for the perfect buyer, and they can work with a realtor and pay concessions and pay closing costs, and they can just sit and wait. Obviously, that's the market that most realtors are used to working. People have a lot of equity. You figure out what the value of the home is. You throw it up on the MLS. You wait for a buyer. That makes up about 30 to 35% of the overall market right now. But, so, the other 65%, 6 or 7 out of every 10 leads that you'll get into your business, you can turn into cash, quick cash, by using a few different strategies that I'm going to tell you about in this training. Now, what I'm going to focus on teaching you is this. I'm going to focus on teaching you option assignments. And through using option assignments, I'm going to show you how to instantly infuse your business with cash over the next 16 to 60 days. Okay? Option assignments. Now, what's cool about option assignments? You know what's cool about option assignments is that my good buddy Jeff Watson is the pioneer and the co-creator of the option contract for short sale flips. Now, one of the things that we didn't tell you as we've been training people over the last, basically 4 years. We created the option contract in 2006. We actually started using it in our business in 2006. It was about a full year where we were using the option contract in Northeast Ohio on our own deals before I ever did my first live training event. Did my first live training event in July 2007 in Cleveland, Ohio, and that was the very first time that the option contract for short sale flips was ever taught in public. So I don't know if you know this, but my good friend Jeff Watson is the co-creator of the option contract for short sale flips. Everybody that uses option contracts for short sale flips is using them because of Jeff Watson, myself, and Strategic Real Estate Coach. Pretty bold statement, but absolute fact. Absolute fact. Ask any of the trainers, gurus, any of the guys that are out there that teach short sale flips. They all know who the creator was. That was Jeff Watson. So what's cool about the option contract, though, is it's in sort of an old school strategy. It's actually been around for decades, using option contracts to lock up a piece of real estate and then have options to be able to convert these options into money. Okay? So I'm not just going to teach you about option assignments, I'm going to teach you about convertible option assignments. So what I'm going to teach you is how to use various types of convertible option contracts for short sale leads, no equity, no default leads, and equity leads, and convert this option contract into tons and tons of assignment fees. Now, these assignment fees are going to get earned within 16 to 60 days. These are strategies that you can use, that I use, to generate leads into your business and generate money into your business. I'll tell you, one of my number one strategies that I've used over the past 6 years to generate massive amount of profits for short sales is I have used bird dogs who go out, meet with homeowners, meet with people in default, get a short sale option contract signed, gather the short sale package, and bring it to me. Now, you know what I've paid these people? On average, I've paid them between $500 to $2,000 up front, plus 15% of the back end profit. So everybody loves to do short sales right now. So let me ask you, instead of getting a short sale under contract, negotiating with Bank of America, going through Equator, dealing with Wells Fargo, dealing with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and waiting 3 to 6 or 7 months to get paid on a short sale, and maybe closing the deal. If you have a 50% closing ratio right now, you're doing really well. If you close 1 out of 2, okay, close 1 out of 2, you're doing really well. So you could wait 4, 5, 6, 8 months and get paid and make 10 grand, 12 grand, 25 grand, sometimes even more. You know, I've done deals I've made up to $85,000, $90,000 on a short sale flip. But if you don't have 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 months to wait, could you get these properties under contract and simply assign them to another short sale investor? Absolutely. You know how I know you can do it? Is because I've been doing it for 6 years. It's my primary lead generation strategy where other bird dogs are bringing deals to me. Okay? Because I'm willing to wait 6 months for my big payday. You may not be willing to wait for your big payday. So you're going to take a small payday plus maybe a percentage of the back end profit. And you're going to use convertible option assignments to do this. Now, you're also, with the no equity, no default deals, you're also going to use convertible option assignments to get those properties under control. Now, it's a little bit different strategy. These are homeowners who don't want to sell. They'd like to, but they don't really want to because they're upside down. Here's what I mean. If you take a property that's worth $170 and they owe $166, after you factor in seller concessions, closing costs, realtor commissions, and the fact that the buyer is going to want a discount, you're factoring in about 15 to 18%, okay, 15 to 18% of the 170 is going to come off of that number to end up with the net profit, the net proceeds, okay? So let's take 15%. 15% of 170 is $24,000. Okay, so 170 minus 24 is 146. Well, if they owe $166 and they're only going to get $146 if they sell the home with a realtor and pay concessions and closing costs, etc., they're upside down $20,000. Folks, let's face it right now. Most people don't have $20,000 to throw away. The economy is tough. Job market's tough. People are pinching pennies. People are saving money. They don't have 20 grand to throw down the toilet. But they don't want to go into foreclosure either or default because they want to save their credit. Okay? They want to save their credit. So I'm going to teach you what I call convertible option assignments in a way that you can help the homeowner who has no equity but no default and actually work with a buyer who will step in and buy that property for full price. Full price. And you'll get paid for hooking the two together. And I'll be talking a little bit more about that in another video. Now, in this particular training, I want to focus on equity assignments. Equity assignments. And actually, it's the simplest strategy. That's why I wanted to teach it first. Okay? It's also the strategy that I'm least excited about right now. I'm more excited about the no equity, no default strategy, and I'm more excited about short sale option assignments for you because these leads, number one and number two, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And you don't need any bank financing. You don't have to deal with any special title companies. You don't need, you don't really need any money to market. Okay? And with short sale assignments, all you're going to be doing is assigning that property to another short sale investor. How many short sale investors are out there right now? Boatloads of them. Boatloads of them. Okay, that's easy. These no equity, no default deals. How many buyers are out there right now who can't get bank financing? They have some money to put down, but they need to make payments before they can qualify for a bank loan. There's tons of those out there. 1 and 2, there's tons of those. Okay? So I'm more excited to teach you about these two, and I'll be teaching you these in the next video series coming up in the next couple of days. But let's focus on this. Let's focus on equity deals. All right, with REOs, which makes up 25% of the market, I am currently buying at least 2 to 4 REOs a month with my brother Mark. Now, right now what we're doing is we're actually buying these and we're rehabbing them. Okay? Buying them and rehabbing them. However, I have the option on all of these deals, once I get them under contract and I close and I own the property, I could easily be wholesaling these off to another investor and making a $5,000 profit spread all day. You know why? Because every time we do one of these deals, we're into these deals with so much meat on the bone that we could be wholesaling them to other people. So I'm going to teach you in the other video that accompanies this one, I'm going to teach you in the other video how to find, evaluate, lock up, and wholesale REOs. Okay? That makes up 25% of the market right now. And if you could do just one of those a month, you can make $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Like I told you, I'm not going to teach you how to build a giant business in these videos. I'm going to teach you how to do one deal at a time and make $3,000 to $5,000 month in and month out, month in and month out. Now, with REOs, we cannot use convertible option assignments. The reason why? The banks require us to use their paperwork and their title company. Okay? It's one of the reasons why I'm not as excited about this, although we're doing it right now. I'm not as excited about it because we are still at the whims and the requests of the banks. Okay? However, FSBO deals out there that make up about 5% of the market, we can use convertible option assignments to get these properties under contract and simply wholesale those deals off to other investors. The number one problem that I see for real estate investors, the number one problem is getting enough quality deals to work on. When I see people make mistakes is because instead of having 10 properties to pick from, they have 2 properties to pick from, and they both suck, and they end up picking the better of the two sucky deals. And then they end up, making a few bucks or breaking even or maybe even losing money. So in the other video that accompanies this one, in this first round of training in the Instant Cash Infusion training system, I am going to show you how to focus on convertible option assignments in the FSBO category, where to find deals, how to find buyers, how to lock properties up, how to sell them, how to get paid convertible option assignments over and over and over again. I'm also going to show you how to wholesale and how to flip REO properties with little to no risk. Okay? So in this training, the Instant Cash Infusion training that you're going to be going through with me over the next couple weeks, I'll show you how to capitalize on short sale leads, how to capitalize on no equity, no default leads, and these equity leads. And I'm going to show you how to use convertible option assignments on all these different lead sources, except for REOs. I'm going to teach you different paperwork. Teach you different paperwork with REOs, okay? Because you can't use our paperwork, you have to use the bank's paperwork. All right? So, how excited would you be for me to train you, and for my team, my staff, Jeff Watson, for us to train you and show you a minimum of a half a dozen different ways to put serious money, serious cash money in your pocket in the next 16 to 60 days. That's my plan. That's what we're going to do over the next couple of weeks. If that's something you're interested in learning about, short sale option assignments, no equity, no default option assignments, and equity option assignments, I'm going to be teaching that stuff to you over the next couple of weeks. A ton of the information is going to be free. You just have to come back to this page and get the information when we release it. And you'll be so excited to get this information and this training with us. My hope, my simple hope, is that in the future, when you think about going to an event, or you're thinking about potentially signing up for a coaching program, that you'll put us at the top of your list. Because the information that I'm going to deliver to you over the next couple of weeks is going to be so damn good, and it's going to be so free, that you're going to be so excited to join us and work with me in the future. And that's what I'm excited about for 2011. So what I want you to do now is go to the next video that's beneath this one. It's a PowerPoint training video specifically on equity assignments. Now, keep in mind, that's the one out of all the strategies that I'm least excited about. But it works quick, you'll make money on it. But the big mothers, the big home run hitters, are still on deck. They're still on deck and they're still coming. I'll be delivering those to you over the next couple of days and weeks. So I look forward to working with you. After you watch the videos, please come back to the Top Cash Flow Investor blog, topcashflowinvestor.com/blog, and make a comment about the training. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your feedback on the training. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what I could do better. And I look forward to your feedback. Thanks a lot. We'll talk with you soon.